What's going on, you guys? TBR here, back yet again with another King of Fighters All-Star video. And in today's video, we are going to be breaking down and reacting to the latest developer video posted over on Manager Chrysalid's channel. And from what I've heard, there's going to be a lot to talk about. But before we get into it, make sure if you guys haven't already done so, you smash that like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Cue the intro. Alright, you guys, now as always with any of our reactions, the actual video itself in its entirety will be linked in the description. This is just going to be our reaction for the first time, actually. I haven't seen this yet. I did wake up today to a message over on my Discord from a very excited member who told me I had to watch this immediately, because apparently there's stuff in here that's going to make me personally happy. Ooh, surprises. Excited. But anyway, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get into this. We'll go ahead and break down the important parts of it. Like I said, I haven't seen this, so I don't really know what I'm in for. So yeah, without further ado, I guess let's go ahead and get into it. This should be like episode 11, I think, or video 11. I don't know. It's one of those. It's 10 or 11. I think the last one was 10, though. These come out so sporadically, it's tough for me to keep up. You're going to be sweating and crying? What are you going to be doing? Sounds like my Friday night. Aha, it is episode 11. I remember things. Wait, what? Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Whatever. Like, I mean, I'm confused on that. Wasn't there a dev video where he was talking about, like, there were some days during the, like, height of the pandemic that he was working alone developing stuff by himself? Maybe he's just talking about this part. Okay, so they mocap the characters. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize they went into that much effort for these. That makes sense, though. I think mocap has kind of become the standard for most non-indie games at this point. But who is he mocapping? That's the question. I'm surprised he didn't mocap Chrysalid. What? You know? I think they're having a little too much fun at the office right now. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Alright, so SS Terry confirmed. So if you guys saw my Saturday Chat and Chill, we tried to predict the next SS banner, and it does appear as though our pretty decent track record here on the channel, not gonna lie, is going to continue, because this appears to be the reveal of at least one of the next SS characters. So we had all kind of assumed SS Terry was kind of a lock, and it is looking like we are going to be getting SS Terry. Wow. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now the question is, who is his partner? Are they going to show us who that is in this video? I guess we'll find out. Is it going to be Rock? Of course it would be, when I don't have any rubies right now. They've been just throwing every character that I've wanted for the past several years out at one time. It's like, oh, this month you get one character you like, the next month you're gonna get another character you want. It's just like, come on. But no, I'm excited though. That's awesome. We had expected this, so this is cool. Okay, so Terry is basically confirmed at this point. Awesome. All right, well, let's get back into this, see if they reveal anything else here. Cool. I don't know if he'll be What is going on? See, you guys, instead of developing new content, this is what's going on at the office. Wow. So I guess technically, oh yeah, that ain't good. Does look painful. Looks very painful. So I guess that this means that in some way, shape, or form, when SS Terry drops, you're going to be playing the spirit of Manager Kiki. I don't remember that. Some healthy ribbing going on at the office. That's good. They always blur everything having to do with everybody that works. Like, I don't know why they do that. I get the faces, but I guess they're worried about potentially something spoiling something. That has happened in past videos. They probably learned from their mistakes. Yeah, so that's SS Terry's confirmation, guys. So, okay. I think they're going to segue into something else here. We're actually halfway through this. So SS Terry's confirmed. That is big for a lot of people, including myself. I'm a huge Fatal Fury fan. You guys know that. I've talked about it before. You can see the Rock Howard jacket behind me on the chair. Huge Fatal Fury fan. So this is big. I was kind of hoping selfishly that we were going to not get this one this time around, just because I would like to be able to continue to save so that I could properly pull on a Gauru banner potentially, because I'm half expecting, if you guys saw my predictions, I'm expecting Rock to be the partner for Terry, which would be something. But beyond that, there are a lot of other potential partners. I think one that really makes a lot of sense that I didn't mention on Saturday would be Blue Mary. That's another one that would make a lot of sense. So there's a lot of characters it could be. Of course, we talked about some of the other ones. It could be Andy. You know, it could also be a character like Joe. Off chance, very off chance, maybe like a normal version of Geese. But again, I doubt that. I think we're probably going to end up with Rock Boy. Otherwise, Blue Mary or Andy make the most sense. But in general, guys, we have confirmation of SS Terry now. So all of the Terry fans out there, including myself, can be real happy about that. But I'm curious now to see what else we're going to get into. Maybe they'll reveal that other character. I guess we'll see, but I don't know. The selfish part of me is hoping it's not Rock. But let's get back into it. Oh boy, guys, this is huge. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Okay. I would hope so. Some of us already have them. Oh! Okay. So, not only are we going to get a PC client, right? We are going to have the ability to play the game with a joystick. Guys, this is huge. This is a huge, huge deal, and I cannot stress that enough for this game. So, okay. I don't know what they're going to go into here, but let's talk about something that would be huge with this. So first and foremost, the one big thing... Oh, wait a second. I like that lineup at the top. Sorry, I just saw that. Like I said, this is the first time I've seen this. So we're getting a PC client. So that, of course, means that this game is getting even more support from Netmarble, which means that this game's in a good spot to them. They're happy with how it's performing. Everything's going well for them, you know, so everything seems like it's going well. However, if we take a look at this, you guys are going to see not only a joystick, but a gamepad right there. If we get a full-on PC client for this game, that is going to be huge for this game's performance. Not only is that going to mean that things are going to run much smoother, and we're not going to have to worry about things like the slow-mo bug, hopefully as much like we do on phones. Now, if you guys aren't aware, if you play this game on an emulator, slow motion bugs and all that other stuff, most of that is completely gone. So if we're getting a full-on supported PC version of this game, that is going to mean so much for things in general, But the biggest thing I'm interested to see what they do with it is going to be Championship. Because if there is a PC client and Championship has its network issues solved by playing on a PC version, that is going to be huge for a lot of people in Championship that have been begging. I know a lot of people that have been wanting a PC client for a while. So we'll have to wait and see, but this is very promising. Very, very promising. I'm so excited for this. The fact that we can play with a joystick. Ooh, I'm gonna be polishing off my joystick. It's been a while. Don't read too much into that. Just gonna move on. Oh my god, that's such good news. Wow. That's so big. Oh. He won an award. Good for him. Oh. Wow. You got guys, hold on. Guys. I bet you this is what people were talking about when they said I had to see this, I was gonna be happy. It worked, guys, we did it. All of our various complaints have been heard. Now, what are you gonna do about it? Holy crap. This video is awesome. I'm very happy with this developer video. This isn't... So far, it isn't like they've shown a bunch of super exciting, flashy stuff, right? But the stuff that they've shown and talked about and implied is huge for the game. Absolutely huge for the game. This is a video, it doesn't need to be flashy. The fact that we have confirmation of Terry, which is huge for a lot of people. The fact that we have a PC, fully supported PC version of this game coming out, huge. Absolutely huge for the future of this game. Absolutely. And then now we're talking about new content, and they're addressing probably one of the top 2 or 3 concerns of the community, maybe top 1. This is a good video. Depending on where this goes, I'm curious. We'll see. We'll see. You're right. It's on my page too. Ah. Well, there we go. We have a first look at some new content, right? So this is looking like it is very similar to a lot of different things. Like, so we've seen kind of this angle of a boss fight before in a lot of different game modes in the past. Like, there have been game modes where we've had something like this. The first thing that comes to mind was the co-op PvE mode that we had that was very short-lived, unfortunately, which, by the way, if the PC client ends up working out, then that co-op PvE stuff, probably going to be a much more viable option. But anyway, I digress. This is, yeah, it's new content. So, looking like we have some giant gold and black boss or whatever there. We got, who is that fighting him? I guess that's Kyo. That looks like Kyo. Okay. Well, cool. Hey, I'm for it. If it's new content, I'm for it. I'm here for it. Let's get into it. Oh, this is the guild dungeon. Dear Lord. So we had also talked about the guild dungeon or the guild war or whatever the case may be. It was guild war that we had talked about. So this is different than guild raid. It's a guild dungeon. I'm curious if this is the guild war thing they were talking about before last year at some point. I don't know. But either way, it's new content, and that's all that matters. I know that they've been developing, or they had said last year that they were developing guild war. So I don't know if this is what they had in mind at the time. I'm assuming probably not, but maybe. But either way, this is looking like it's going to be pretty much akin to modes we've seen in other gacha games before, so there's probably not going to be anything surprising as far as that's concerned. You know, as far as what this is probably going to entail, it'll probably be very similar to that sort of stuff. If you guys haven't played other gacha games before, usually you're going to have some sort of, kind of like what we have with Guild Raid for the most part, but you'll have kind of like mini boss stages and things that you can play, and they're usually pretty simple because I want the entire guild to play through them. And usually what you'll do is you'll go in real quick and just smash it and get some daily rewards, so it's not anything too crazy. You see this in a lot of other gacha games, so yeah, pretty cool stuff. I mean, it's new content. Usually this kind of stuff, like I said, isn't too difficult, although they could have tiered difficulties and things like that. So I don't know, we'll see if what else he says about it, but that's really good news. New content's new content. We need it desperately. So should have waited. Oh, actually, excuse me. Isn't this a different color on that boss? Wasn't he like a golder color? All right, let's back it up. So this is 508. Let's back up to right here. Okay, so we got like a gold color. It's kind of more like a rose gold, like reddish color. So yeah, the color changes. Anything else change there? It doesn't look like it. He's definitely a different color though. So maybe as his HP lowers, he changes colors. You know, that could be a possibility. Or maybe there will be different difficulties. He just mentioned though that they want this to be accessible for everybody, including kind of more casuals. So that makes sense. We had just said that usually these types of modes in guilds are going to be things that are kind of accessible for everybody. So whereas things like Guild Raid would be more so for people who are going to be able to, it's going to be more rewarding for people that have higher level characters, basically. So yeah, either way, I mean, like I said, it's new content. You know, it's probably going to be something very simple, very straightforward, but we will have to wait and see. It doesn't look like he's going to be giving us a ton of information because this video is almost over. But yeah, awesome. By the way, guy, clean your desk. Good Lord. What is going on? Anyway, no wonder you need so many of those little candle or scent things there. Good Lord, dude. You live there? All right, let's just get back into it. Sorry. I'm kind of a neat freak and my spidey senses are tingling. What's that? Somebody translate that for me. And somebody, this right here. Translate that for me. I want to know what that says. I can just send it over to StevenYoo and probably get a response tomorrow, but I'm curious. Somebody let me know. I need to know now. Anyway. But yeah, that's interesting. What is that? Yeah, that's big. That is so big. That is the most exciting thing in this whole thing for me. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, so that is episode 11 of the developers videos over on Manager Chrysalid's channel. So final thoughts, you guys, as far as this stuff is concerned, the biggest thing for me, to be honest with all of you, is going to be as it pertains to this PC client. As you guys can see, like I said, they already confirmed we can use joysticks. There's a gamepad sitting there. Playing this game with a gamepad or a joystick would be not only a dream come true, but also it would be so much easier, and I am all there for it. Like, if I'm hoping that whenever they launch this, which is hopefully sooner rather than later, they just said that they're going to try and get it out to us very soon. Hopefully everything works really well with it. I know that the 7 Nights 2 PC client works really well for the most part, so hopefully the same thing applies here. Hopefully this means good things for the network when it comes to things like Championship. We'll have to wait and see, and hopefully it means good things for the slow-mo bug, because my god, try finding the damage ceiling on a character under slow-mo bug in Guild Raid. No bueno. Other things that we found out though is that Manager Chrysalid, yeah, he can't dance, so that's not one of his strong suits. We learned that. We also learned that SS Terry is definitely a thing, but we also found out that they mocap everything, which probably isn't necessarily a giant surprise, which, you know, it's always nice to kind of get a peek behind the curtain on what they do. We also found out that Manager Chrysalid has fumble fingers and won an award and then proceeded to drop it in front of the person presenting it to him, which is, you know, a thing. I don't know what he won an award for. I don't think that they really said anything. He said it was a small award, so... yeah, so there's that. But otherwise, you guys, we also found out that we are going to be getting a new guild mode, and this is exciting stuff as well. New content is new content. They have apparently gotten the memo from all of us that we want new content, so that is a big news. And in general, you guys, everything in here sounds pretty darn good. I don't have any major complaints. Everything seems like it is positive news. I think that a lot of these people at this office need to maybe clean up their desks, but otherwise everything looked really good. So, I mean, in general, you guys, you know, this is, while not chock full of, you know, flashy stuff, like I said, you're not getting, you know, character trailers and full character reveals and things like that. What we do get, though, is a lot of really, really good information. We're getting a PC version. That is huge. We're getting a new game mode for Guild Raid. Huge. We're getting SS Terry. Huge. You know, so all of these things are really, really big. So in general, you guys, I'm really happy with what I'm seeing in here. You know, in the end, hopefully we see this stuff sooner rather than later. I get the feeling that typically, because they like to, whenever they show us stuff, generally speaking, it's getting pretty close. So I'm hoping that we're probably going to get a formal announcement on all of this stuff very, very soon. But I can tell you guys right now, I am going to be full on switching over to the PC version of this game, full stop, whenever that happens. So I'm going to be polishing off the old joystick. That's going to be happening. Again, I already see the comments. But at the end of the day, huge news, you guys. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think about all this. I'm really, really hyped for this. Like, you know, in general, while this may not have been the biggest video that he's ever done, I think that the promise that is made with some of this stuff is some of the bigger things we've gotten information on in a very long time. So anyway, you guys, let me know in the comments section down below what you think of all this. Like, share, and subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily King of Fighters All-Star content, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.